Everyone, welcome back. So in this video, we will look at another front-end interview problem. So this problem states that we will be given a data object and we need to transform this data object in a manner that will flatten all the nested objects to the root level. So if there are nested objects, they will come at root level. This will become name DevTools stack. Then this will become channel underscore YouTube underscore link, and the value will be this. Then this will become channel underscore YouTube underscore name, and the value will become this. The output will look something like this. And we will also be given a prefix key, which will need to prepend to all the existing keys. So if the key is name, then the final key will become data underscore name. Then this will become data underscore channel, and so on. So there are two things that we need to do. First is we need to flatten all the nested objects into the parent level, and then we need to prepend all the keys with the given prefix that we are given here in this argument. So let's try to solve this. So see, we know that this will give us an object, right? So first we'll declare an object. We'll declare an object, let is equal to an object, and then we'll return result. Now we know that data will be an object, right? So we'll iterate over the object for each key, right? So these type of problems always first identify what you are given and what you want to return. Since we are given an object and we want to return an object, we do so. We initialize an object, we return the result, the initialized object, and then we are given an object, so we need to loop over the object. So, like first and foremost, define the structure or the foundation of what you want to achieve. So, right now we are looping over the object. Now, what we need to do is we have a value. Const value is equal to object is equal to data key. Right. Now this is the value here. Now there are two types of values. If a value is a string, or if a value is a string, or a value is an object. Now see, if value exists and value is an object, then you are right. We need to call this function again, but with the nested values. Value exists, type of value is object. Then what we need to do is we'll have a nested object, and we'll call the transform again, but with what value? With this object as data, with this object as data. So this will become value, and the prefix will be the existing prefix underscore this prefix. The existing prefix underscore the key, the existing key that we have. And then what we need to do is we need to append this nested objects to our current object. This is it. Else, we just need to assign the key here. The key will, what will be the key? The key will be prefix underscore the existing key, and we just need to assign it the value, right? So now this is done, but we need to, since we are doing a recursion, there needs to be a base case, right? So what will be the base case? Base case will be if type of data is equal to string. That means while doing recursion, we end up with the value here this, then we just need to return the value. Return data, right? So we'll also do this for type of data equal to number, or type of data equal to boolean, right? Now this really looks okay. Let's try to run it and see if there is any error. All right, we don't see an error as such. What we do see is this looks a bit different than the result. Why? Because we also need to add a base check for array. If data exists and array dot is array data, then we also need to return data as is, and we also need to check that this is not an array, not array dot is array. Well, now let's run this again, and now we have the resultant output. Why we are doing an array check? Because if it's an array, we don't need to do the transform thing again. We just need to assign the value here as is. So to summarize, here what we have done is we are given an object and we want to return an object. So we initialize an object, and then we return the initialized object, and we are looping over the existing object. Here we check if the nested value is object, we call the transform function again, but with the nested value as the new data and the new prefix as the existing prefix underscore the current key that we are at. And then we append that object. Else we give the next resultant object's key as the existing value. So this was it, and I'll see you in next one.